Are you living the years in your life or the life in your years? Or let's reframe that. Are you counting the number of years that you lived or the experiences and the moments in those years? Hi, I'm Anika, and this is Rewrite Your Story, episode 27. Today's episode brings together all of the 10 categories that we have covered over the Lifebook 12-part series so far. This is where it all comes together because all of those categories add up to what is the quality of life that you aspire for yourself. So today, we're talking about your quality of life. Now, if you've done the work or been through the episodes covering the different categories of the Lifebook that we've covered over the 10-part series out of the 12 parts so far, then you should have gained clarity on your vision of the person that you aspire to be, intellectually, spiritually, emotionally. Also, what kind of person do you want to be to the relationships in your world, your relationships to your partner, your relationships within your family, your extended family, your social network? What kind of career you envision for yourself, the ideal career that is the right choice for you, that drives the vision of the financial abundance that you aspire for yourself. See, if we think about life as a machine, then the 10 categories collectively are the different parts that come together and drive this machine of life. But not just drive it, the work, the vision of each of those categories collectively, the strength of it determines the performance of your life machine, and thus the quality of life that you aspire for yourself. So if you have missed any of the previous episodes in which we covered the 10 categories, I invite you to go through them to ensure that your vision and your strategies between all of those categories have been relooked, have been revisited, and have been clarified to who you aspire to be today. Not who you were yesterday, but who do you aspire to be today? See, all of these categories come in sync with all of their visions. And all of those visions collectively come into the quality of life. All of those dreams with those visions of the person that you want to be, the job that you want to have, the relationships that you want to have, they come together and translate into the material assets that you aspire for yourself, the experiences that you want to have, and the kind of environment that you want to surround yourself with. This is the category where your dream car, your dream home, your bucket list of experiences, maybe the dream holiday, the dream travels, the adventures, all of those come together in this category. This is the category where you see the blueprint of your life coming up to you as a big, beautiful picture. Exciting stuff. So let's get started using again the PVPS model from Lifebook, where we're going to cover the premise, the vision, the purpose, and the strategy to attain the quality of life that you aspire for yourself. Now, because this category is so important and it brings together all of the 10 categories that we've spoken about, it creates the foundation of the life that you want to build for yourself. Now imagine if it's a building, you're going to construct a building, you're going to start from the foundation. A multi-storied building is not going to stay strong and resilient against the weathers and the years that it has to be exposed to if the foundation is not strong. So that is why we need to ensure that our foundation for our quality of life is solid, strong, and resilient to carry all of the visions of the 10 categories of your life. Hence, we're going to split this category into 2 episodes. Today, I'm going to walk you through on how to define your premise, the foundational beliefs that are going to set the path and the architecture for the blueprint of the life that you desire for yourself. Today, we'll cover the premise, and in the next episode, we'll cover the vision, the purpose, and the strategy. So let's get started. This was probably one of my most enjoyable and fun categories to work with. This is where I felt like the artist, the architect, the designer of my life. I could feel it like a puzzle all coming together. If you've ever seen a kaleidoscope, you see how all of those beautiful patterns come together in these gorgeous visuals and imaginative patterns, colors. There's just beauty in it. That's what the quality of life looks like. Here again, I'm going to invite you to not hold yourself back. If you have done the work on designing the blueprint of your life across the other categories through the previous episodes on Rewrite Your Story, then you're already comfortable with thinking big, with imagining beyond how your world seems today. If not, please go through some of those episodes. You want to get comfortable with imagining, envisioning your amazing tomorrow. And this is going to require emotional resilience because we want to change things. It's going to require some rewiring, some reprogramming, asking some hard questions to ourselves. And if we're not comfortable with that, we're going to be clouded with self-doubt. We're going to be clouded with limiting anchors. And we're not going to be able to create, live, and love that extraordinary life that we aspire. With this, the first question that you want to ask yourself is, do you truly believe that your choice, that you have a choice of the quality of life that you want for yourself? Or do you believe that there's really no point in imagining, envisioning what you can have tomorrow if you start working on it today, and you just have to settle with the cards that were dealt to you by life, by fate, by destiny? If the answer is you're going to settle with what has been dealt to you, then you're not going to be able to move forward. You've got to believe that you have the choice of the quality of life that you want for yourself. Now, when you believe this, what kind of images come to your mind? What can you imagine your life to be, from where you live to who you share it with, what kind of environment your home has, what kind of career makes that home possible, what kind of relationships do you want to share that environment with, and what kind of experiences do you want to have? Here, you'll remember we covered the 3 MIQs, or the 3 most important questions, in episode number 8. That's a beautiful model and absolutely amazing, and fits very well in helping us envision the kind of life that we want for ourselves. So if you have some trouble putting together some sort of a vision board for yourself, or have some trouble coming up or seeing what your future can be like, what your tomorrow can be like, then I invite you to check out episode number 8 and go through the 3 MIQs. You will not regret it. Vision boards are an amazing trigger to be able to visualize the blueprint of the life that we want for ourselves. We can really see our life down on a vision board with the pictures, with the images, with the experiences translated into something that we can actually imagine. So, what do you see for your life? Are there travels that you imagine for yourself? Are there gourmet culinary experiences that you would really want to have? Are there some thrills and adventures that you aspire for? Or perhaps it's luxury travel to be able to enjoy your time with your family and your friends with. Reward yourself. Life is meant to be lived. All of these experiences, the environment that you want to have, the people that you want to share it with, or the material assets that are going to add that color that you want in your life. These are the effects, the fruits of labor for all of the work that you would do in the other categories of your life. So, what choices are you willing to make in order to attain this vision of your quality of life? You want to ensure that all of these other categories are in sync with this quality of life that you aspire for yourself. So let's take, for example, if you've got a vision of a life of a beautiful home and luxury travel and a bunch of cars and exotic holidays, how's your health and fitness doing today? If you're only going to achieve and attain this at a time of your life where you haven't paid attention to your health and fitness and you're layered with ailments, illnesses, diseases, are you going to be able to enjoy it? Or do you want to ensure that your health and fitness vision that you start working on today fits with the quality of life that you aspire for yourself? How about your financial abundance? Is that in sync with your career path today? Does your career path have the ability to create the financial abundance that is required in order to achieve the quality of life that you envision for yourself? So you see how each of these categories, they work together. It's a whole wheel of life. You're not going to work on just one part and ignore the others. But just imagine the impact of a change in every category of your life and what powerful positive impact it can bring on the entire quality of your life. Hence, it is important that you ensure that your visions that you have put down for your other categories of life are in sync with the quality of life that you aspire. It's not going to work otherwise. Here, let's also talk about your relationships, your personal relationships, your family relationships, your social relationships. Are these relationships solid enough that you would want to nurture and share your vision of the quality of life that you imagine for yourself? Take some time, think deeply about the premise on this category. It is about you. It is about the choices that you make for yourself. I'll share a couple of premise statements from my life book to also help you and guide you on how you can define the premise for the quality of life for yourself. I truly believe that quality of life is a choice for me. And in order for me to be responsible for this choice, I want to keep myself fit and healthy so that I am not limited in any way or manner by my physical ability to be able to enjoy life to the fullest for the years to come. I believe in building my career for financial abundance in order to achieve the quality of life that I aspire for myself and I live and experience today. I also believe in having the relationships that add only positive value to my world. I already spoke to you about this over the social relationships episode, where I sifted through my address book and deleted those contacts that were adding no positive value to my world. My health and fitness, my financial abundance, and my relationships collectively create that oasis of contribution to the quality of life that I imagine for myself. I also believe in honoring my life, respecting my life by living it to the fullest for as long as my light shines. I've got only one life. I own it. So I am responsible for the choices that I make to ensure that my joy and happiness are in my pocket, because nobody else is going to give it to me. Hence, I treat my life like a jewel. It is my most prized possession. I live as big as I can in every waking moment of my life. So I ask again, are you counting the number of years that you have lived? Or are you counting the experiences and the moments that you are creating in those years? I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I hope you found it insightful. We will cover the vision, the purpose, and the strategy in our next episode on how to achieve the quality of life that you aspire for yourself. Until then, take care and stay awesome.